Hello everyone, I am Sanjay Gupta. I welcome you on Sanjay Gupta Tech School. So this is day 24 of the Salesforce Learning Bootcamp, and we are learning flows. And today we will be learning Screenflow. So this is part 2 of Screenflow. Yesterday also we discussed a flow. So I just implemented one scenario in front of you and just shared lots of things with the help of that scenario implementation. So today also I will be implementing one more scenario and a few more features we will be covering with the help of that scenario. And I just updated the exercise document. There you will see that exercise which I am going to demo today. And along with that, I just provided some more examples for you. So you can implement that after the session, maybe today or tomorrow, whenever you get time. And I just provided some reference links as well, so that with the help of those links, you will be able to practice. Right. So let's start this part 2 of Screenflow. So before starting, like, this is about me. So if you are joining this session for the first time and if you want to know about me, so you can go through with this slide. Then we are following these virtual learning best practices from the beginning. So I hope you are following all the points, and like, most important is practice. So if you are doing practice along with attending the sessions, so I think you will become expert in Salesforce. And whenever you get a chance to like attend any interview, so with the help of that practical implementation, your like depth of answers will be high, right? So just try to understand the concept with the help of scenarios. So if you practice more, you will be able to learning more. Then today also, first I will be explaining the topic and will do the demonstration, and then I will take all the question and answers. And people are asking, like, from where we can interact. So like on Telegram, you can search for this Sanjay Gupta Tech Schools. So if you search about it, I just changed the label of Telegram group. Earlier it was like having short form of Sanjay Gupta Tech School. Now if you search, it will be available. And you can just comment on YouTube videos as well. So I'm trying to reply as much as I can. And you can interact with me on Instagram as well. So this is our Salesforce development timeline. So we are in week 7, and tomorrow this week 7 will be completed. So today and tomorrow I will be discussing about Screenflows, and on Friday I will be scheduling one session for certification preparation, and week 8 we will be again discussing about flows, and there I will be covering record triggered flow, schedule triggered flow, auto launch flow, and platform event triggered flow. Right, so those things we will be discussing there, and after that we will be starting the Apex programming. Okay. And if you want to highlight this bootcamp in your LinkedIn profile or resume, so you can do, so that it will add on some skill set in your profile, so that, like, you can say this year you were not free, you were attending a bootcamp, and you implemented so and so project, and you learned these skills. So everything you can mention, so that whenever you go for job, so your LinkedIn profile and resume will reflect that. And everything is available on YouTube, Excel sheet. So if someone want proof, so you can just show them. Otherwise your knowledge will be tested. So if you do all the practice and exercises, so I think you will be able to clear the interviews and certifications as well. And just a request, like, I'm doing this for the free. Everybody is learning Salesforce admin and development free of cost. So I just want a gratitude or support from you. Like, please share my YouTube channel with as like your friend circle as much as you can, so that I can reach out to more and more folks. Right. So upcoming courses, you can see I will be doing like, after completion of development, I am just planning to do Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Omni Studio related sessions. So I'm just preparing content for that. And other boot camps will be on cybersecurity, DevOps, data science, and web development. So keep following, because this channel, I think, is unique, which is delivering live sessions every week, and that too free of cost. So if that is happening and with proper quality, so please share this information with as many students, because nowadays, like, if students are not able to pay, so they are not learning new technology. But it is important to learn new technology, so money is not a problem. You just need to give your time and dedication, and I am always available with you throughout the year. And maybe like after this year, so next year I will be doing some more stuff for you as per the demand of the technology. Okay, so now moving ahead, let's discuss one more Screenflow scenario. And this is the Screenflow scenario that I'm going to discuss in this session. So just read all the points, and you will see yesterday's session were having different features that we implemented, and today's session will be having different features that we are going to implement. Okay, so we are going to implement each and every step one by one, and I will be implementing complete flow in front of you so that you can just understand. And if you have any doubt, so as we are doing in every session, after my demo completion, you can just throw all the questions to me, and I will pick each question one by one, and I will try to answer as much as I can. Okay, so now I'm going to implement the first point. So first point says create a contact by placing Screenflow on home page. So yesterday I showed you like how we can create a Screenflow, and in that Screenflow we just added two screens and we created an opportunity. And if you remember, and if you gone through with yesterday's session, so you understood how we can place Screenflow on record page and quick action. But here I am going to place it on home page. Okay, and through that home page I will be creating a contact. Okay, and later on I will be modifying that flow, and I will add a feature so that we can attach a file. Then I will try to link that contact with an account, so I will show how we can have lookup in flow. Then we'll see how we can send emails through flow, and then I will show you how we can place the same flow on app page. Okay, so everything is different with yesterday's session. So that's what I'm saying. Attend or watch every session, because in every session you will learn new things. Okay, so I'm going into detail and trying to explain things. Okay, so let's jump to our developer edition org. And here also you can see this exercise is available for you. So first let's implement it, and then we'll see the exercise. So in setup, I'm going to search for flows so that I can create a new flow. And here you can see we have a button to create new flow. So I'm going to create new flow. And as you saw in the requirement, we need to create a contact, right? So from here I'm selecting Screenflow, and I will be creating screens so that we can receive some information from user so that contact can be created. Okay, now if I take you here, so if you want to create a contact, so I'm clicking on contacts tab and clicking on new. So first of all, we need to see which is the required field. So if I don't fill anything and click on save, so I can see last name is required. So I just need to place last name compulsorily on the screen. Other than last name, I can pick first name, I can pick mobile, I can pick email, and other fields as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will be placing 4 fields: first name, last name, phone, and email. Phone or mobile, whatever you want. And now I'm going to click on plus. And I think those who attended yesterday's session, you all know like how to create screens and what are the basic functionalities of screen. So here I am naming it as contact info. So in yesterday's session, I created 2 screens. So few folks were asking like, can we do that through one screen? So my answer was yes. So here also you will see In today's session, I will be creating one screen where I will be placing all the required components, and through this one screen, we will be receiving the information. Okay. And here I am searching for text. So first of all, I'm going to place text component and its label will be first name, right? And API name will be available automatically, and I'm clicking on required. Okay, so it will be required. Then again, I'm clicking on text, and this component will be labeled as last name, and API name is also last name, and it is also required. Now, in yesterday's session at the end, through one question, I just showed like how we can create two column layout in the screen, right? So I'm just going to show that in the beginning, because those who didn't attended the last part of the session, so they just missed that. So here you can see we have this section. So I just searched for section, and here it is available. And at right hand side, you can see we can select column width. So right now it is having one column. So I am just adding one more column. So you can see it is divided into two parts automatically. So I'm just clicking and dragging first name into this first part and last name into second part. So here you can see this section is now having two parts, right? Now if you want to have header as well, so you can just check this checkbox. So here you can see, similar to page layout, we have this header bar, which is having this accordion as well. Through accordion, you can just expand or close your section. So I will show you while we will be executing this flow. So here I am providing label, enter personal details. So you can see here it is showing as a label, right? So this is our section heading. Okay. Now, after creation of these two sections, if you want to create one more section, you can just click so that you can provide another header. So here I am writing enter communication details. Right now, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to place two more text components. So first I'm labeling it as mobile. So I am keeping it as optional and clicking on one more text, and here I am writing as email. It is also optional. Now both I am dragging and dropping into this section, right? So here you can see, yep. So this section, the second section is having email and mobile, and here we have one column layout. So it depends on you how many columns you want, right? So if you want in one section two column, in another section one column, so that is also possible, right? So this way you can just customize your screen. So I think it will be helpful to design an attractive UI, right? So this is done. Now I'm just clicking on done so that it will be created. Okay. Now I'm going to save it. So I'm naming it as create contact record and clicking on save, right? So the screen is created. Now I'm just clicking on debug. If I debug, so that we can see the preview, right? So how we can see the preview? So here I just clicked on run. So you can see this way your UI will look like. So first of all, we are seeing enter personal details. This is first section, which is having first name on left hand side and last name on right hand side, and both are required fields. If you click on this arrow, so it will close. Okay. Someone is asking, can we add 3 columns? So answer will be yes. So at like whenever you will be practicing, so you can try. So just add one more column, you will be having 3 columns, or I will show you right away. And here you can see we have one column, so email and mobile. So these are optional thing. Okay, so this way I hope you are able to see it. Now if you want to see how we can have 3 columns, so here if you click on this section, so just click add column. So here you can see total width is divided as 4 of 12. So total width is 12, right? And 4 width is occupied with one column, 4 for second column, and 4 for third column. So here we have one more empty space where you can place one more field. So I just don't want it, so I'm just deleting it, but we can do that. So I want 2 columns, so I'm keeping it as. Okay. So this way my screen is created. Now what you can do after this screen creation, you need to add one more element that will be responsible for creating contact. Okay, so yesterday also we saw like how we can create opportunities. So similarly, click on plus. If you scroll down, so here we have create record. So just click on it and fill the label. API name will be available automatically. Again, we are selecting one. So in tomorrow's session, I think you will be able to understand how we can create multiple records. Okay, so we will be choosing this option. So I have one scenario which is related to this requirement. So maybe tomorrow, and like I will see whether Screenflow will be completed tomorrow if more scenarios will be available. So maybe on next week Monday we'll see Screenflows, right? Because Screenflow is the most important like type available, and other than Screenflow, record triggered flow is also important. So we will focus more on these two types, and remaining flows we'll see only one scenario. So those will be covered easily and fastly. Okay. From here I'm selecting the second option, use separate resources and literal values, and then I'm searching for contact object. Now here I just need to map the values. So I'm mapping first name with first name. So here you can see we have screen component first name. Then you can add more fields. So here I'm adding last name. So I'm mapping it with last name. Then I'm adding one more field. So it will be for mobile. So I'm linking mobile phone with mobile. And next we need to connect email. So I am adding email with email, right? So at right hand side, the components which we created on screen are available, and on left hand side, the fields of contact objects are available. Okay. And today I will show you like how we can utilize this checkbox. So when I will be adding that file, so while we will be implementing the second option, like how to add the file related to the newly created contact, then we will be needing this manual assign variable. So I will show it to you. So I'm clicking on done. So this way I just created two elements. One is contact info, that is a screen element, and one is create contact, that is create record element, right? So our first step is completed. So we will be able to create contact, but what we need to do, we need to place this flow on home page. Okay, and I will be placing it on the home page of Sanjay Gupta Tech School application that we created in the beginning of the bootcamp. So I am just going to save it, and I am clicking on activate so that it will be activated and we will be able to place it on the page. So here I am going to search for that application. So here it is, I am opening it. So in this application, like here you can see we have home page, and the home page is having lots of information, right? So we have reports, components, and dashboards. So here we have some space available. So I'm just trying to edit it. So I just clicked on this gear icon, and from here I'm just clicking on this edit page. If I click on edit page, so Lightning App Builder will be opened, and there I will be able to place this component, the Screenflow. Okay, so here I'm searching for flow, and here you will see the flow. So we just need to drag and drop it. So okay, I'm going to place it above today's task, right? So here I'm placing the component, the flow component, and from right hand side I am going to select it. So it is create contact record, right? And in this flow, we didn't create that record ID field, record ID variable that we created yesterday. So right now I have not created that, and it won't be useful because on home page we won't be having any record ID. So if you are placing your flow on home page or app page, so in that case that record ID variable doesn't make any sense. If you are placing your flow on record page, then that record ID variable makes sense, right? So we just selected right flow. Now I'm clicking on save, then clicking on back so that we can go to home page and we can verify whether flow is available or not. So if I scroll down, so here you can see on home page our flow is available, which is asking first name, last name as required and email and mobile as optional, right? So if I enter my information, Sanjay first name and Gupta last name, and I'm just leaving email, mobile blank, right? And clicking on next. So you can see page got refreshed and the flow is available here. Now what you need to do, you need to go to the org, and here we don't have contact. So I'm just searching contact from here and it will be opened in a tab. So here you can see this record is created. And if you go to details and check the created by date and time, so it will be today's date and time. And always remember org time zone is PST, so accordingly it is showing date and time, right? So this way I'm able to create this flow, right? So I just explained the first point, like how we can create contact through Screenflow, and we need to place that Screenflow on the home page. Okay, so I hope this is good. Now you might be thinking, can we do one thing, like can we redirect to that record through flow? Like can we have a screen where we have a link? If we click on that link, can we redirect to that particular record automatically? So I think I just created a use case for that. Let me search. Yeah, so here you can see I have this number 73 scenario. So this is available on my website studysalesforce.com, and if you go to scenarios and under flow builder, if you see this number 73, so here it is saying how to redirect to newly created record through Screenflow, right? So this I'm not going to explain. I will be leaving it on you. So just go and check this video, and here you will learn how you can create a link through that you can redirect to that newly created record, right? So it will be good for you because in future you will be working as an independent consultant or developer. So if you get a chance to have a video and you want to just implement particular parts, so you should know how you can learn and implement that feature in your implementation, right? So I'm just going to add this here. So place a link on a screen so that we can redirect to newly created record, right? And here I'm going to place a link of this video for your reference. Okay, so this link will be available with you, and probably with this video you will be able to do that. Now what I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you how we can create one more screen and how we can attach a file through that screen. Okay, so let's jump to this flow, and after this create record, here I'm going to add one more screen, right? And this screen label will be contact file upload, and here you will be searching this file upload component. So it is available on like in this components if you search for it. Okay, now one more thing, before I create this, so here you can see like I just need to pass the related record ID. If you see here on this like file upload component, I just need to pass the related record ID. What does this related record ID means? It means you will be attaching a file, so you need to specify on which record you want that file should be related, right? So we created a new contact through this flow, so we need ID of that newly created contact, and that ID we can place here as a parameter, so that the file which we are uploading, that file knows under which record I will be related to. Okay, so before creation of this screen and placing this component, so I'm just canceling it. Before creation of this, just open it, and I told you I will show you how we can use this checkbox, manually assign variables. So here I am going to create a variable. Okay, so you can see contact ID will be available in this variable as well, which is created by default. Okay, it is created by default, so you can use it as well. And if you want to create your own variable, so that is also possible. Okay, so I'm going to show you both. So we can use this created variable contact ID from create contact, or you can create new resource as well. Okay, why I am creating it? So that we can create custom variables as well. So I'm creating is of type text, and right now I am not checking these checkboxes because I will be using this variable inside the flow only. It won't be receiving any value outside the flow, or it won't be throwing its value outside the flow. So just leave it as is and just click on done. So here you can see we created a variable con ID. So what will happen whenever your contact record will be created? So newly created contact record ID will be available into this con ID variable. Okay, so just click on done. Now you will be able to add one more screen, and I'm just labeling it as contact file upload, and from here I'm searching for file upload. Okay, so here I just need to fill all those information which are required. So here I'm writing API name as file upload. Then here we need to write a label, so enter a file or select a file to be uploaded under contact. So this will be my label. Label can be anything. Whatever label you provide, it will be available here. So you can see select a file to be uploaded under contact. So I just provided this label and it is available here. Okay, so you just need to provide it here. Now we need to provide one more thing that is important, which is record ID, related record ID. So you need to provide the contact ID under which your file will be available into the related list. So I'm just clicking here and I'm searching for con. So here you will see two things. So one, we have this variable that we created, and I think we will be having, no, we don't have that variable which was pre-created. So I think we will be able to use this only, con ID. Okay. So right now I am using this con ID variable that we created as a resource, and it will be having the contact ID. Okay. Now we just need to click on done. So here you can see this screen is created. We just need to place the file upload component, and you just need to fill API name, file upload label, and you need to provide related record ID and just click on done. Right, so now we have three elements. One is the contact info screen, one is create contact element, and one is file upload screen. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just clicking on save as, and I'm activating it. So I'm going to home page. Okay, before that, I'm going to show this record. Like under related list here, under notes and attachment, we don't have any file, right? So file will be available here. So if I go to home and if I try to create one more record from here, so I'm just creating contact home and last name will be test home, right? So contact home is first name, test home is last name, and here I'm not going to provide any email or mobile, or let's say if I provide any mobile, so I'm just testing 123. I'm just entering 1234 for testing purpose, and I'm just clicking on next. So here you can see contact information we provided, then contact is created, right? If you go to the context tab, so it is already created, but here you just need to upload a file as well. Okay, and if you upload a file, so that will be available under that contact record. So I'm just clicking on upload file, and from here I'm just selecting random file, and I'm just clicking on done. Now if you click on finish, so this file will be uploaded under that contact. Okay, so this page is refreshed, so contact is created. Now I'm just closing this tab, and from here I'm searching for contacts. So here you can see this contact is created, contact home, test home. So I'm just clicking on it, and if I go to details, so here you can see mobile is available 1234, which is a test data, and name is available, both first name last name are available. If I go to related list, so here you can see under notes and attachment we have a file. So the file which we uploaded is available here under the related list, right? So this way I hope you understood how we can add the related list, how we can add the file into the related list of a record. Okay, so this I just demonstrated with this create contact flow, but this file upload option you can use with any flow, like the flows which we saw yesterday. So in yesterday's session we created opportunity flow. So there you can add this file upload component, and if you have practice number 3 and 4, so there also you can just add. So contact we already saw, but if you want to add a file under a case, so you can just apply the same steps. Okay, so moving forward, so we completed 2 steps, like we provided option to attach a file, and a file should be related to contact, right? Now one more thing we can do, like we can have a checkbox, and if a user checks that checkbox, then only that user want to upload a file, so that users should see like file upload screen, otherwise not, right? So how we can do that? So through that you will get to know one more element, that is decision element. So now I'm going to modify it, and here I'm going to put a checkbox. So here is the checkbox, and I'm labeling it as do you want to upload a file? Okay, so this is checkbox. If it is checked, then only we want to upload a file, otherwise not. So I just modified this screen. Now I'm clicking on done, and after create contact, this file upload screen is available. So here I'm clicking on plus. So I'm just clicking on plus before this file upload, and I'm going to pick this element decision. So for the first time I am selecting element from this logic section. So decision means you can apply if else, like if the condition is true, what will happen? If it is false, what should happen? So here check file upload option is checked. So here you need to search for that resource. Do you want to upload a file equals, and just search for true. So if that checkbox is equals to true, then you will be having one path, and otherwise you can have the default outcome. Okay, so we just created this outcome. If you want to have one more outcome, so you can just click on this plus sign, and you can just fill it, right? But right now we don't need it, so I'm deleting it. So we just need is checked. If it is checked, we just want that file upload screen. Otherwise, we don't want anything. So this is default outcome, which will show, like if you go to default outcome, nothing will happen. Okay, now here I'm clicking on done. So you can see we have two paths. So if is checked, like that checkbox is checked, then we need to go to file upload, and otherwise we don't need to do anything. So what you can do, just click on this plus which is available under default outcome, and if you click on this plus, so you see this option and just click on it. So you will be having two directions this way. So if that checkbox is checked, so this file upload screen will be visible, otherwise nothing will happen. Okay, so this way if you go through with this, you will be able to test it properly. So contact will be created in all the cases, but if you check that checkbox, then only you will see the file upload option, otherwise not. Okay, so we will test it, but before that I'm going to implement one more feature, that is we need to provide an option to link contact with an account. Okay, so right now if you see this contact, so it is not connected with any account. Here account name is blank, but we want to give that option on the screen so that user can select particular account and can link contact with an account. Okay, so here I'm going to add one more feature, that is lookup. So here lookup will be available, and at right hand side you can see we need to provide some information. So I'm providing API name as account record, or let's say account or select account. Okay, now here we need to provide the field API name. So if you go to this help text, so it says the API name of a lookup field on the source object. So on the source object, API name of lookup field is account ID. So source object is our contact, or on contact we have lookup to account, and that lookup field API name is account ID, right? Now here you need to provide the label. So you can write select an account, or you can simply write account name. Okay, so that will reflect here. So here you will see that account name will be available, right? And then you need to provide object API name. So here the API name of the source object, so source object API name is contact. Now make sure these API names are case sensitive, so it should be correct, otherwise your flow will break. Okay, so this way I just provided these information. So these are optional fields, so you can just read the help text and accordingly you can provide the values. Okay, so I am just making this required as true. Okay, so that anyhow you need to populate. If you don't want this, you can just erase it as well. So this way I just modified and clicking on done. So let's see how it will look like. So I'm just clicking on save and creating a new version. So here you can see version 3 is created. Now I'm just clicking on activate and moving to home page and refreshing. Okay, now you can see the flow. So here you can see it is having first name, last name, then we have email, mobile, then we have a checkbox as well, and we have account name, and here we have available accounts. So you can select any account from this list, and you can see it is required. So it is similar to lookup that is available in real on account record, right? Now I'm just filling test contact 101 and test con 101. Then I'm checking this checkbox because I just want to upload a file. and account name I'm selecting as Edge Communications. So the contact which we are going to create, that contact will be related to this Edge communication. So I'm just clicking on next. So here you can see we have file upload option. Okay, so if you click and select particular file, so it will be uploaded. So you just need to click on done and finish. Okay, so everything completed. Now what you need to do, just search for contact. So here it is created test contact 101. If I open it, oh, so one thing I just forgot to implement. So here you can see contact is created, but it is not still linked with account, right? So what is the reason? The reason is I selected account from the screen, and that account information is available under this account name, right? So account was selected appropriately. It was completely perfect. But what I forgot, I just forgot to update this create record element, right? So we need to map. So Vamshi is right. So we need to map that account ID here. So yesterday, I hope you saw, if you remember, we mapped record ID with this account ID. So here we need to map that as well. So our resource name is this select account. So we created the lookup and its name is select account. So I'm just clicking on it and I'm selecting record ID. Okay, and clicking on done, clicking on save as, save, and then activate, right? And real-time scenarios, like whenever you are working on the project, if you don't want to activate, you can just debug it as well. Okay, so it will work similarly. Now I'm moving here again and trying to create one more contact. Okay, so this time what I'm going to show you, I will be unchecking this checkbox so that we can see whether file upload option will be available or not. So con 201 and here test 201. Then I'm leaving it unchecked, and here I'm selecting a contact, Dickinson PLC, and I'm just clicking on next. So this time you can see file upload was not available because I didn't check this checkbox. So just contact created, no file upload options was there. Okay, now I'm just closing it and searching for contact. So here it is created, I'm opening it, and now this time we are able to successfully link this with account. Okay, so this contact is connected with account. If I open this account, okay, before opening this account, go to related list. We don't have any notes and attachment. If I go to details, if I open this account, so under related list, you will see this contact. Okay, so this way I hope you understood how I just modified this flow, and like lots of things I demonstrated and everything is working fine now. And when you will be following the steps and you will be implementing it at your own, so you will be able to do this. Okay. So I'm just updating it so that it can accomplish whatever we want to do. Okay, so this is done, then file up. Okay, file should have an option to link. Okay, this is also done. Now we just need to see like how we can send an email, right? So let's modify this. So we need to focus on this step. Upon contact creation, send an email. Okay, and if you see, so we have two ways to send an email. So here number 3 and number 4 are the options. So I'm going to show you number 3. Number 4 you will be doing yourself and you will try with this flow, right? So this is email alert and email template. You need to create that and use it. So we did it in approval process. If you remember, we created email template separately and we used that through email alert option. So that's why I am not showing it, because you already know how to create email template. So you just need to use it under flow through email alert option. And how we do this, so reference video is available, and all these videos, whatever is available in this document, everything is created by me, right? So like you can just open and see it and you will experience like I'm just explaining it live. And these two options, custom notification and post to chatter, are new. So these are also simple. I have demonstrated. So just watch the recording and whatever I demonstrated, try to implement it yourself. Right. So I just break down all the things in day wise, step by step, so that you will be able to complete a few examples in a day. Okay. So I'm going to explain you this email action now, how we can do that in the flow. Okay, so whenever your contact is created, so just after that, before this decision, I'm just clicking on plus, and from here I'm going to select this action. If I clicked on that action, so here I'm just searching for email, and here we have this option, send email. If you click on it, so here this is the flow action, send email. So here you won't be able to use any email template if you have created earlier, right? You won't be able to use that email template that you have created earlier. If you want to use that, you will be using email alert option, right? So that you will get to know whenever you will be watching that video. And like if you want to become expert, so just follow all the exercises, those are available in that document. Don't skip anything, because all these exercises and scenarios I created while I worked on various projects, right? So that's why everything is implemented clearly, so that whenever you get a chance to work on project on some requirement, you will be able to relate them. Okay, so here send email to contact, this is the label. Now here we need to create body and subject, right? And we need to create a recipient email address as well, and that will be a collection. So with this example, you will get to learn few more things. Okay, so we will be creating email body, we will be creating the subject. So I'm just going to click here, and we will be creating new resource, right? New resource you can create from that manager as well. If I escape it, so from here also you will be able to create new resource, right? So if you click on new resource, same UI you will see. Okay, and here you can see whatever we have built so far, everything is available here. Okay, so now I'm going to click on plus again, selecting action. From here I'm searching for email, so I will see send email option, and here send email to contact. Now we need to create body, so I'm clicking on this plus new resource, and you can see the same UI is available, and from here I'm selecting text template. So we created variable, we created pick list choice set yesterday. Now today I'm going to create this text template, right? So in each of the scenario you will get to know like about different resources that are available here. So today I'm going to show you text template. Okay, so this text template you can understand like if you want to have rich text, so we created rich text field. So it is kind of same. If you want to have large data in form of text, or you want some images, links, you want to apply some formatting, so you can use this text template resource type. So here we can write API name as email body. So first I'm going to create body, email body. So here this is the body of this new resource. So here we have two options, view as rich text and view as plain text. So I'm going to select plain text because I just don't want to apply any formatting. I just want plain information, right? So inside body I'm writing hi. Then I just want first name of that contact as well. So from here I can search for first name and hit here, it will be inserted like this. Then put a comma. I am writing welcome to Salesforce ecosystem. Your contact information is recorded in the system. Thanks. Right? So this way you can just create a body. Okay. So you will be able to create the body. Now you can just click on done. Now here, just search for that email body and you can populate it like this. Okay, so I just created a text template and it is available here. You can see it is available under text templates. Now for subject also you can create. So just click on new resource. From here select text template and its API name will be email subject. Then from here you can select plain text and for subject you can write welcome to Salesforce and you can just click on done. So this way your subject is also available. Now to whom you want to send this email. So we need recipient email addresses. So we have two options. Either we can create a collection or we can create comma separated addresses, right? So we just need to create them manually. So you will say like we already have email component that we created on the screen. Can we use that? So we cannot, because we need a collection. Even if you are having one email ID, so that should be stored in a collection variable. Collection variable means that can store more than one values together. Okay, so now I'm going to create that collection. So before that I'm clicking on done so that it will be created and later I will be modifying that. So I'm clicking on done. So here you can see this action is available, send email to contact. Now before this action, I'm going to create one resource. So I'm just clicking on this new resource. Now from here I'm selecting this variable and writing as email addresses. Data type will be text and here I am selecting this checkbox, allow multiple values. So it will create a collection. So here you can see the help text shows a collection variable stores multiple values of the same data type or records of the same object in an ordered list. To iterate over a collection variable, use a loop element. Okay, so maybe in upcoming sessions I will show you how we can implement loop as well. But right now I am creating a variable which can store more than one text values and I am clicking on done. Okay, so that new resource is created email addresses here under collection variables and rest of the resources also you can see like we created text template, those are available here. Anytime if you want to modify you can just click and they will be open. So you will be able to edit them whatever you want to change. Okay, now before this action here I just need to use one thing, that is assignment. Okay, so I'm going to show it again. So I just clicked on plus in between create record and this action and I just selected this option assignment. So here you can see the UI is available. So assign emails to list. So here select email addresses, then from here just select this option add and you can add your email screen component that you used. So that email will be added to this collection variable. If you have more than one emails, you can just add assignment, select this email address, then add, and then you can pick that variable. So both will be added together. Okay, now click on done. Now open this action, enable this, and here you can search for email addresses and you can have it. Okay, so this way you can add the email address. Now just click on done. So this way it is modified. Now if you save as and create new version, so it will be available to use. Okay, and just activate it, go to home page, refresh. Now you need to provide first name, last name, email, and phone you can provide optionally. Then check the checkbox optionally, like if you want to upload file, then select account. So like that way you will be able to create a record, and if email is populated, then you will be able to send it, like you will be able to send an email through this automation. So now what you can do, just mark this email required, because we are sending email, so just make it required because of the functionality. Because if email is available, then only email will be sent to the user. Okay, and this I am leaving on you, like after implementation just test it. So just save as and activate it, go to the home page and refresh it and just test it. I'm not going to show it because for that I just need to show my personal email ID that I cannot show on this platform. So just fill all the information here. Just fill your email ID, and through that you will be able to test it. Okay. So on public platform, I'm not going to show any personal information. It is restricted. So you can test it yourself. So this way, I hope you will be able to understand like how we can create contact and how we can send an email to that contact. Okay, and if you see any difficulty, so here these number 3 and number 4 videos are available. So with the help of this, you will be able to understand. Okay, now the last option is remaining, and after that I will take all the questions. So we need to place the flow on app page. So it is very simple now, and I hope many of you will be able to do that. So just open the app page that we created earlier. If you have not created app page, so first you need to create the app page, and then only you will be able to place it on the app page. So I already have this app page in my application. I'm clicking on this gear icon and editing the page. And similar to home page, like how we place the flow, here also we need to place it. So just click flow, drag and drop anywhere. So I just placed it here, and I'm selecting the flow, create contact record, saving it, moving back. So on app page, it will be available. So here you can see our flow is available. Okay, so I just placed it in the single column, so that's why it is looking like this. And all the functionalities will be same. So you can test it from app page as well. So this way your like all the implementation will be tested. So I think this way, I hope you understood whatever I explained in today's session. So this is an end for today's session. And now I am going to answer whatever questions are available in the chat. And those who understood everything and don't want to attend this Q&A session, they can leave. If you want to attend, so you are welcome. And before leaving, just one more time, I want to request, please share the information with all the students, colleagues, juniors, seniors, so that they can learn Salesforce and other technologies on this platform. And please help me to reach like 100K subscribers. Thank you. And now I'm just picking all the questions which are available here. So be with me. I will be taking them one by one. Okay, Aparna is asking why we choose record IDs matching with account ID. So basically, if you are creating any flow where you are trying to create contact, opportunity, case, and you want to link that with the parent one, that is account. So we just need to match. So Firas is asking like how we can add empty space. So I think through sectioning you will be able to do that. And Verikuti told like we can have 4 columns. So just try to add columns in the section. So whatever options are available, that is the limit. So Kishore is asking how many types of Screenflow. So Screenflows doesn't have any type. We have different scenarios, and basis on that you can implement different flows. Like one flow, that is Screenflow, but scenarios can be different. Okay, Ketan is asking, can you illustrate the difference between these two approaches? Like I just used a text field on the screen. So we have phone and email as well. If you search for phone and email, so these are available. But you need to make sure like these fields are available with same type under object. So you can just try these as well if you want. I just picked text in place of this text. If you want to choose email and phone, so that is also useful. So you can try while creating that flow, and share that information in the Telegram group if you are able to do that. And I think it will be easily matchable with the object fields. So there is no as such difference. So text is simple text, but with email, I think default validation should be available. So it will check like whether you are entering valid email ID or not. So this might be the change. So Archana is asking, to upload file, we have to always for create record. So we can upload file, yeah, whenever you are creating record, we can upload file. But if you are updating any record, then also we can upload the file. So it depends on the requirement. Okay, very good is asking, before we create opportunity related to account by using the variable record ID, but you taking lookup and mapping to contact create record. Yes. So now listen this carefully. What is happening in yesterday's scenario? We placed the flow on the account record page. So we already knew under which account that opportunity will be created. Right now we placed our flow on home page. So we don't know which account this contact will be related. So that account we are taking from lookup, and lookup is a component which is having a API. So through that lookup API, we are trying to fetch account ID, and then we are mapping it with contact account ID lookup. So this is the main difference. That's why we didn't create record ID variable, because that record ID variable only receives ID from the record pages, not from home page or app page. So next question is, for single object, how many flows we can create? So this is related to best practice. So I'm going to do one session on that. So right now I don't know the exact figure, but in that I will be trying to pick that. Next is it same in case of Apex record trigger? Also we can upload file only after create record? Yes. So generally whenever record is created, then only we should upload the file, because if record is not created, then how we can upload the file? Because if you are uploading a file, you need ID as well with which you want to relate that record. Sorry, with which record you want to relate that file. So that's why. So Archana, I hope I am able to answer your question. Damodara asking, can we convert Visualforce pages into Screenflow? So it depends. We can convert the implementation which happened in Visualforce into Screenflow, but not exactly. Instead, you can use Lightning Web Component, because Screenflow is having a limited functionality. So you can go with LWC. So Tanmay is asking, after creating a record from Screenflow, it doesn't provide any message of record creation. So is it possible to implement through Screenflow? And if it's possible, will you please show us? So we can show that on the screen. So I can show you that thing. So what you can do here, you can add a screen, and you can name it as like success message. Okay. Now what you can do here, you can search for display text, and under this display text, so you can name it as message, and here you can write congratulations. So this way you can draft a message, and you can do some editing as well. Like if you want to increase the font size, if you want to change the color, so you can do that as well. Okay, so it is in red color. Now click on done. So this way we created this. Now if you click on done, so this will be your success message screen. Color didn't apply, so okay, now it will be applied. Clicking on done. Okay, now if you save as, save, then activate. Now if you refresh and fill the details, so you will see that message. So let's say, okay, now if you fill the information, so you will be able to test it. So I'm just making email optional because I don't want to enter that. So I'm just clicking on done, clicking on save as, and I'm going to refresh it again. So now if I provide required information, still email is required. Okay, I didn't activate, so I'm activating it. Now again I'm refreshing it. So if I provide the details, so let's say test 301 con 301, and I am selecting one account. Now if I click on next, so you will see that message. So this way you can show the success message. So Tanmay, I hope I am able to answer your question. Next we have how to import and export the articles using, okay, this is not relevant, Veera, sorry. For this you just need to go to data loader session. I just explained that there. Next is how we know the next is assignment in that session. Very good. I didn't get your question. Can you please elaborate? Ashok, is there any harm if we use available for input and available for output when we use flow inside? No, Ashok. So by any chance, if you enable those checkboxes and you are not able to retrieve or throw any value outside the flow, so that doesn't break anything. So you can just check. Sunil, you are asking about Salesforce integration. So in this bootcamp, I will be like having integration related stuff as well. So I'm in discussion with one consultant who is good in integration. So he will be doing those sessions for you. So Jigna is asking, can we configure flow with different fields on different objects? Yes, we can do. So on one screen, you can have variety of information, and create record element you can like implement separately. So that we can do. So Tanmay is asking, I just sent the email notification by using Screenflows. So similarly, is it possible that we can receive email notification? If it's possible, will you? Yeah. So I just showed you how you can configure that. So in your org, you just need to configure and you can test it yourself, because you need to provide proper email ID and then you will be able to test. Rituraj, I don't think we can create toast messages in flow. So for that, what you can do, create a flow, then use that flow in the Lightning Web component, and there you will be able to create that toast message. So Vasu is asking how, like, what does the candidate needs to do first to understand the existing automation. So you just need to explore whatever is being implemented under that project. You just need to read all the documentation related to the project. You need to understand the like SOW, statement of work, what is being implemented. So just explore the project, open the flows, understand the working, then you will be able to. Sunil, I already answered this question, like Toast message the functionality of Lightning component. So if you link or you use your Screenflow in the Lightning component, then you will be able to. So Jigna, we can do it through one if you are talking about Screenflow. If you are talking about record trigger flow, so on one object we can create one record trigger flow, but Screenflow we can have. So tomorrow I think I will be showing you how we can have like 3 or 4 different options, different objects in one Screenflow. If you see the session tracker, so in tomorrow's session that is already mentioned. So very good is asking, now we create the email and pass to collection variable. That variable is doing one assignment step. When we go that assignment step inside the flow, so I didn't get your question. Can you please specify it little better? Nimesh is asking, before and after event action, can we perform through flow? Yes, we can, but through record triggered flow. So that we will see in next week. Thank you, Tanmay. Appreciate your time. Yes, Mary, practice is important. If you don't practice, then no one can help. So you need to find time. And if you really want to learn, so you will be able to. You can utilize weekends, because I'm also finding time to prepare this bootcamp related things, delivery. So on daily basis, at least I'm spending 4 hours, around 2 hours in delivering and 2 hours in preparing. So if I can find out 4 hours freely for you guys, so I think you are doing it for yourself, so you can definitely find the time. Veera, yes, we can have Lightning Web component in Screenflow. This feature is available now. So you can place Screenflow in LWC and LWC in Screenflow. Both are possible. Ketan, yes, recipient email address is necessary, because if it is not available, what is the sense to send an email? Thank you, Jigna. Appreciate your time. So very good. When we go assignment in the flow, so like if you want to assign one flow variable value into another flow variable, generally we use assignment at that time. So if you want to copy value of a variable into another variable, so you just need to do assignment operation. Thank you, Veera. Appreciate your time. Thank you, Ketan. I am always there for the community. And I took a resolution this year, like this year, every month, every week, I will be doing live sessions. So 6 months I planned for admin and development, and rest 6 months I planned for cloud specific sessions. And other consultants will also be joining me maybe from next month. So they will be delivering other technologies. So I'm planning that this month. So soon you will hear from me. So just follow me on LinkedIn. So all the information will be available on LinkedIn and on Telegram, Instagram. So everywhere I'm floating the information. So just follow and ask other people as well. Those who are interested to learn cybersecurity, data science, developer operation like DevOps. So soon those sessions will be starting. So just ask them to follow and just learn Salesforce, because everything will be connected with Salesforce. So whatever we are doing for Salesforce ecosystem, so that you can get a job. So in Salesforce ecosystem, we have different roles. So if you want to become a cybersecurity expert, you can learn that apart with Salesforce knowledge. If you want to become data consultant, you can learn data science. If you want to become DevOps engineer, so you can learn DevOps with Salesforce. And if you want to become front-end developer, so you can learn web development along with Salesforce, right? So I think you will be having lots of opportunities if you follow this channel throughout the year. So that's why I'm saying, and everything will be free of cost, no charges. Just share the words and prayer for me so that I can have enough uh, stamina and positivity so that I will be able to make it for you. So for digital experience, being Morisa asking QA sessions on digital experience side. So not specifically QA session, I can plan for experience cloud sessions. So I'm thinking about 5 different clouds like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Experience Cloud, Marketing Cloud, and Omni Studio. So sales, service, experience, and Omni Studio, I'm confident enough. But for Marketing Cloud, like we don't have free org, so that I'm figuring out like how we can do that. If not, then I will be just explaining the theoretical concepts, right? If I get a chance to have any org, so I will just try to share that knowledge as well. Thank you very good for appreciating my efforts. Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Rituraj. Thank you, Firas. Vasu, right now I'm not including integration with flows. So integration is a separate entity, so that will be covered together. Yes, Jigna, this will be very good opportunity. Archana, like if you have beginner level JavaScript knowledge, so that will be good to learn Aura and LWC. So I will try to explain those things prior to Aura and LWC. So that will be in the month of May or June. So we have lot to learn. Thank you, Jigna, for sharing the words. So I request everybody, please share the words and like have lots of people on board this channel so that they can learn things. Okay, so I think I just answered each and every question. So just focus on the exercise which is available with you, right? So if you focus on the exercise, I think you will be able to understand Screenflow completely. So I will be having one more session tomorrow on Screenflow. So you have 3 sessions tasks yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So just complete all those tasks within time, because every week I am going to cover new topics and you will be having a lot. So if you complete things day by day, so it will be strengthening your knowledge. So don't just skip like I know, just try and give time. And all the exercises will be taking only 1 or 2 hours time, right? And if you are free and if you are not doing any job, you are just a fresher, so I think you can utilize your whole day and participate in the interaction on Telegram channel, because on Telegram group people are asking different questions, so you can just learn from there as well. Thank you, Paridhi. Yeah, I really need power because this is very powerful effort that I'm doing. So thank you for sending more power. Thank you, Vasu. Archana is asking, is it important to know all the components in LWC as there are lots and during live coding bit difficult to remember them? No, I will be explaining all the concepts and will try to share some recorded videos. So 50% videos I already recorded, 50% I need to do, but we'll do that together and I will try to explain everything. Yeah, Google is allowed, like if you not in live coding, but If you are doing projects, then it is allowed, but in interview, it depends on the interviewer. If I am the interviewer, I will allow, because I just need to know how well you can Google the things. Very goody. Right now, I'm not recording any video because I am having less time. So, like in, I will try to record Salesforce. Okay, you are asking about SLDS, Salesforce Lightning Design System. So yeah, I will try to cover that with a Lightning Web Component. So I'm just trying to find some time to complete my LWC video series. Okay, so in that I will be completing that. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow with new scenario and some more features. So thank you very much for giving time and joining this session. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.